everybody, and welcome to the Outdoor Action Channel 2014 Paintball Gear Bag video. We're going to try and get this out to you guys a little bit quickly today because it's about 100 degrees with the heat index, so that's your standard New England summer, but other than that, we can get started right away. As you can see, I use a North Face big duffel bag for my gear bag, and as you can see, it is completely full when I go to the field, so I'm going to take this off the table. We're going to go one by one as we take things out and show you what I use to play. Now we can start off with what I wear. For footwear, most people wear cleats, but I actually wear these nice Magnum 12-inch boots. They're tan combat boots. They're really nice. They give you a lot of support in your ankles. They help you run really well. As you can see, great treads on the bottom. They've done me really well, and they're a great pair of boots to have. For pants, I have BT combat pants with built-in knee pads. These are great pants. They got pockets. They have a crotch protector right here. There's extra padding. On each side, you're going to have a swab pouch right here. You can fit a swab in each pouch. These built-in knee pads are great. They really help out on the field with slides. I use them for both airball and woodsball. They're adjustable in the back. They're a great pair of pants to have. The next thing we're going to have is my jersey. The 2012 Empire Camo jersey. It's a great jersey. I really enjoy it. It's about my third season with it. Has huge balance pads in the arms. You got the built-in gloves. It's a nice, light, breathable material. It's really comfortable to wear. Looks pretty nice too. So that's a great jersey to have at the field. If any of you guys are looking for the stuff that I have in my video, I'm going to leave links to everything I can down in the description below. If you want to buy anything that I have. The next, obviously, this is a YouTube channel, so we got to have our camera equipment. Personally, what I use are these two Contour Roam cameras. They're both exactly like this. It's Contour Roam 2, great camera, 720p, 1080p. You can get 30 or 60 frames per second in them. Rotating lens, they're great to have. One I mount on the barrel with this barrel mount here. The other I mount on my helmet right here on the right side. Just a standard Vulcan helmet. It's about 40 bucks. It's not the greatest helmet out there and mask, but the reason I liked it is just for filming. The right side, it's super flat, super easy to get a mount on there. That's preferably why I picked this helmet. It's great to have. I love the mask. The lens is really clear. It's really comfortable to wear. You got a nice shield protector up here. Everybody can hear you through it. And overall, I really like this mask. I'm one of the biggest paintball players on the field, and this mask protects my head very well. The next thing we're going to be moving on to, keeping up with the big stuff here, is my pod pack. It's a dye multi-cam 3+4 pod pack. So you get 3 in here. You can add 4 in each of these. I attach that to just a standard black tactical belt. Obviously this is MOLLE equipped. Each of these 140 round pods, I have 3 of these, and then I have 4 100 rounders that I'll stick on the outside if I'm going into tournaments, which isn't super often for me. So I really just like this pod pack. It's super secure. I've never had pods fall out. It's great on the field. You can just, I hang it up upside down, sit here, always make sure your tabs are on the outside. You can just pull a pod right out. They come out really easily, and there's elastic in here. Your pods stay in great when you're at the field. You can run around as much as you want. This isn't going to move around. It's a great pod pack. Next, we can move on to my air source. This is a Ninja 9045 tank. It's pretty much the biggest tank you can get. Once again, I'm 6'2", so I'm one of the bigger guys out there. I get bigger stuff. It's more comfortable for me. So it's a carbon fiber tank, ghost gray. As you might be able to see, there is a little bit of micro cracking, but if that happens to your tank, it's fine. It's just the epoxy on the outside. It's perfectly safe to use. It's a great tank. 155 bucks for a 90 cubic inch carbon fiber tank. It was a great deal for me. I really enjoyed it. Next, we can go to our Vulcan VMAX 1 loader. As you see, this is a great loader. Holds 220 rounds. There's a review to be coming out this week on this loader, so make sure you come and check that out. It's got a great sleek profile. It's a great loader to have. Lid, really easy to use. 1 button operation, runs on 2 9-volts down here. And with that 220 round capacity, not only do you have great bounce off of this, because you can see that sleek profile, but it's also super low fitting on your gun. It's great to have. I've taken a lot of bounces off of this. It's a great hopper to have. Now, what would paintball be if we didn't have a marker? As you've seen in my previous videos, this is a GOG Ecstasy in Racer White. So there you go, you got your white GOG Ecstasy. This is the standard 13-inch barrel that I don't use anymore, but it's still a great barrel. Personally, I've upgraded mine with macro line. I've upgraded to the Tech T L7 bolt, and I've also added the GOG quick exhaust valve to replace my banjo fitting, and I've also replaced the standard plastic trigger with the Violent Series metal scythe trigger. It's a great trigger, as you can see. super easy to walk, 2-point adjustable plus magnets. You can kind of count that as a 3 if you'd like to, but for me it's a great marker and I love to have it. It's got a screw-in on-off ASA and an Allen wrench clamping feed neck. Overall, a great marker to have. The other great thing is it's a single regulator gun. This regulator, you don't need to take it apart. It's a great regulator. It's a tank. I've never taken it apart. This is about my 3rd season with the marker. It's great to have. Other than that, when we're in our box here, obviously just the GOG XC has 1 battery, so I like to keep an extra Duracell battery in there. We got our barrel bag, safety first when you're out the field, never forget that. And just your bag of tools that you get with the marker, and I also have my own multi-tool of Allen keys. But if you want to know any more about the GOG XC, go check out my other videos. It's a great marker, $250. I really recommend you get it. It's a great budget baller gun. I'm going to put a little bit of this stuff together for a video later just for a regular budget baller setup. And of course, we're going to have our swabs. I got about 5 regular swabs, because if you use those once, they're kind of done. I got a black rubber squeegee. I love having that. All great stuff to have. And once you get your cleaning materials out of the way, even if you do have your electric hopper, I also bring 2 gravity feeds. One is if I play on Saturdays, my field is gravity feed only, new player days on Saturdays. A lot of fields do that. So I just always keep my regular 200 round gravity feed in there. And if my friends are ever looking for a little competition on the field, I have my little 25 round loader. This is usually on pump guns, but hey, sometimes it's fun to throw on there, have a little competition with your friends, limited paint, see who can do the best. Also with headgear, we have our dye head bandana and multi-cam again, kind of matches with the whole outfit that I got. It's great, this band protects your head depending on what kind of mask you have. If this is exposed, but it does a really good job protecting your head from hits. This is a really breathable mesh, I really like it. Protects your neck, top of your head, keeps you in line, nothing's sticking out. It's a great headband to have. Also, one of the things that not a lot of people do, but I do, is I bring my gun mat to the field in case anything does go wrong, which with my GOG XC isn't very often, but if it does or my friends need it, it's a great gun mat. It's all rubberized. There's slots all around to catch things. You got 3 pouches on the sides to put screws in. You got a big one over here that I like to put my bolt and my grip in. The gun fits very nicely in here. I have pretty big hands, so you can tell that this is a really large gun mat. It's great to bring to the field in case you need to do any service while you're there. So the first thing we're going to have in here are our Vulcan V-Tach cutoff gloves. These are great. Some people might not like them because they got this harder protection on the knuckles. It's actually kind of soft and compressible. You might get a couple bounces off there, but as you can see, I still have paint in there. If a ball hits there, it's going to break, but it's going to protect your knuckles, save you a little bit of pain. That's why I like these. And also, who doesn't like to have a little fun? Your Enola smoke grenades. These are the ones that burn for 100 seconds a piece. Great smoke grenades, review coming out on these soon. There's also the Enola burst smoke grenades. That's a great one if you just need some quick cover, you're really stuck, you need to get out of somewhere fast. The Enola burst smoke grenade is a great thing to have. These long burning ones are great if you're trying to get a team across a big objective. They're great for moving people across the field. Next we're going to have our 2 kinds of lube. First is my GOG grease. This is for my GOG Ecstasy. This is the kind of grease that I use in my gun to use on all the O-rings, my barrel, anything of that sort. I use this GOG grease. But for tank threads or anything related to tank threads and air fittings, I use Tri-Flow. This is a silicone-infused lubricant. I got this huge bottle for about $7, I believe. It's great. It's lasted me a huge, long time. It's a really good lubricant. It's really good getting your tank threads in, and it helps protect them while you're using them. Also, I use JT Mask Spray. This kind of helps with fogging. It's not super great, like if you're out today when it's about 90% humidity and 90 some odd degrees, there's really not much that's going to help you, but this mask spray, it's going to keep everything clean, and it's also going to make sure that fogging is at least reduced for you when you're at the field. Also in here, that goes along with our marker, is my new CP Dynasty Edition barrel. I bought this from CP for my GOG XC. It's ion threaded. As you can see, it's a 2-piece. The back is the regular CP barrel because that's all I can get in ion threaded, but the front is the Dynasty Edition, as you can see right there, Dynasty Edition. It's a great 14-inch barrel. I really like it. I love having it. As you can see, you might not be able to see, but it's 689 board. People are tending to go smaller board now, but I still like the 689. It gives me leeway for when it gets really humid out. This is the barrel that I use on my gun all the time. I love having it. Great porting. You got 2 long ports and 2 short ports. It's It's a great barrel to have out on the field. The other thing that we're gonna have is our bag lock. I have a double zipper on my bag, so obviously it's lockable. I always lock my bag when I'm at the field. No matter what you do, you should get a lock. My field doesn't even really have theft issues, but a lot of fields do. I always recommend you lock your bag. Think you might have your lunch money in there if your field does pizza like mine. You got all your expensive paintball gear in there. You could turn around for a minute, just go to the chrono. Your gear could be gone. You always want to make sure your stuff is locked up. It's all together. You don't want to leave it spread out anywhere. Always make sure to lock your stuff and be safe when you're at the field. And lastly, the one thing that wouldn't fit in our bag is our Paintball Caddy. It's a 1,000 round Paintball Caddy, Vulcan brand. It's about $15 to $20 depending on where you buy them. Personally, what I use, if you can see it in there, is Vulcan Redemption. It's a great paint, $55. The field that I go to uses Vulcan paint, so obviously I have to use Vulcan if I'm going to play there because they're field paint only. But Vulcan Redemption, it's a great paint. You saw it in my GOG-X2 shooting video. It shoots amazing. Obviously it's a little more expensive at $55. It's on the higher end, but it is a great case of paint. It shoots great. You can shoot across the field. Super, super tight groupings. I strongly recommend if your paint could be Vulcan Redemption, if they're going to let you use that at your field, get Vulcan Redemption. It's a great case of paint to have. And just a last look at the bag that we use. As you can see, I said it's a North Face duffel bag. As you can see, it's a pretty large bag. It's great. It's got this top pouch where I keep my smaller stuff. It's got this big pouch in the bottom for all the bigger stuff. It's a pretty big bag. It's a good size. The best part that I like about it, it's got two backpack straps, so if I got to carry a case of paint that I already bought and my bag, I can just throw this on my back and then carry a case of paint in, no problem whatsoever. I always recommend to mark your stuff, so all my paintball gear that I bring to the field, as far as bags and cases of paint goes, I just do a roll of white duct tape, take 2 pieces of electrical tape, I mark it like that. That's how I know stuff's mine. It's easy to spot, easy to know where all your stuff is. But other than that, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Alright, and there you guys go. That was the Outdoor Action Channel 2014 Paintball Gear Bag video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave links to as many things as I can down in the description in case you want to buy any of it. Leave comments down below saying how you think I did. If you have any questions, you want me to go in further detail, I can either answer them right there in the comments, or there's a lot of stuff in here like my loader, some of my clothes, my tank, that I still have reviews coming out for. So just drop me a comment, see how you think I did. Alright, and thanks for coming to the Outdoor Action Channel, guys. Don't forget to leave comments. Don't forget to leave your rating. Please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. It helps me grow. Makes a lot of motivation for me to keep putting videos out to you guys. And I know I've had a lot of paintball footage coming out. If that's not your thing, I'm going to start varying it up with different sports, different action sports, anything I can do. But don't worry, if paintball is the main reason you're here, the videos are still going to be coming along. And they're still going to be coming out. I'm just going to be mixing some other stuff in there too. Change is good, guys. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is the Outdoor Action Channel 2014 Paintball Gear Bag video.